Going into the season, the team's expectations are usually always to win a Mountain West championship, make it to the tournament, and I think this year we all wanted to come together and do something more.
Taking it back to last spring, we looked and said, okay, we have this team for 2 years and it really doesn't change. We add a few people, but we don't lose anything. So what can we do and what can we try to start accomplishing now for the next year and then the year after that?
The expectations of this program are always high, and it's because of our rich history and tradition in volleyball in the Mountain West. And this year was no different. We did lose a lot of great players, but we returned a lot of starters and we felt like it would be a good year, but there were certain holes in the lineup that we had to fill. We had to have some new people play new roles, and that's always a period of discovery, if you will.
Personally, every game I'm trying to be better than I was the game before, so I didn't really have one set goal, but it was kind of just to improve and be excellent.
Colorado State and the University of Illinois matchup between number 25 and number 12. Quickly to Hodard Jensen.
That Illinois game was awesome. I mean, the stands were getting packed 30 minutes before the game started. And as a team, like, we were all in here, we're like feeling kind of antsy, feeling the anxiety a little bit. But when we walked out there and saw the people, it was go time. It was the best feeling ever.
Our fans just contributed so much. We were able to do a lot of things in the community to get people to come and get people excited about it. And they really showed up. Just starting the year, being second in the nation in attendance is something that's amazing, and most teams don't get the chance to ever experience that. So that's something I'll remember for the rest of my life for sure.
Having all that energy was just ecstatic. Like, we all fed off of it and we wanted to do our best and like show everybody that we could be our best. So it was really exciting.
For me personally, it meant a lot because my parents got to be there from Denmark, and it was their first game in Moby, and obviously it was the craziest one ever.
Florida State, that was a fun game. Everybody was able to get in the flow and really vibe with each other and feed off each other's energy and emotions, and that really helps you win those long 5-set games.
When it got really close in the 5th set, I think that we knew that we didn't want to let this one slip by us, and so we were excited to go out there and just take them on and show them what we could do, and I think that's really what was key as we started to play as a team together in the end.
It was a long game, and that's part of the reason why it was fun, but I think that showed that we just had a lot of grit, and I think we can kind of ran off that for the rest of the season.
That was right after my shoulder injury, so I just wanted to do whatever I could to help, and me and Maddie are so close, so that was so cool for me to see her with the libero jersey on, and she ended up getting the ace on game point against Florida State, and when it was 20-18.
And a shake service ace, Colorado State. A gut check win here at Moby Arena. What a finish.
I think that was such a cool moment. Even when I wasn't on the court, that's one that I'll remember, and I was just really happy for her and the team.
Sara Robinson has been such a cool addition to our team. I know that she's had a kind of unique story, and just having that added to our team is so inspirational. She has come in as just this little light in our world, and that she has gone through so much, it makes us feel like, you know, she's gone through so much, like, let's do this for her, let's work hard for her, and it's kind of a really cool addition to have her and that inspiration behind us.
Sarah's just such a happy person, and it's really cool to see her supporting us every game. She's just really impacted us, made us be more kind and caring, and she was really a great asset to the team.
I think that mentorship is super awesome. We're able to go to some of Sarah's games, and those are super fun because it's just like all these tall, big CSU volleyball players are just walking in the gym, and we're just like, yeah, Sarah. Like, it's just so much fun being able to see her grow throughout the sport and become a better volleyball player.
When I first met Sara, she was so shy and a little bit nervous, and she has just come so far. They talk about how much of a difference that we've made in her life, but she has made just as big of an impact on my life.
I think being able to mentor and be a friend and a sister to someone, especially Sara, who's interested in a sport that we play, is so important in today's world. I remember being a little girl and just looking up to high school and college players and how much that would mean when they'd sit down and talk or hang out or pepper with you in the gym if they have a couple spare minutes. So I think this relationship that we all have with her is so important and so valuable to her, but also to us. And I think it builds so much love and respect for each other and for her through this relationship.
I hope that Sara took away how to be herself. I know that's something that this team does very well, and I hope that she felt that as well and was able to really just be who she wanted to be and continues to be who she wants to be.
Sara should always chase her dreams. Nothing is too big for her, and she's an incredible person, and she's gonna grow to do something great.
Be self-critical, always work hard, but also take victories when you do something well.
Find your passions and find what you enjoy doing, and whatever that may be, do it with all you got.
She's already survived some very difficult times, and that as she moves through life, she's going to have more difficult things occur. And hopefully she can think back on her experience with the volleyball team, but really just think back on what she's been able to already survive. And hopefully that will help her as she moves on.
Keep going, girl.
This is the first time in 10 years that Colorado State has dropped consecutive Mountain West Conference matches.
When those weeks of struggle and losses came, I think we were all kind of like, what do we do? How do we get out of this?
Something clicked that said if we lose one more game, we're not going to win the Mountain West Championship. We're not going to go to the NCAA tournament.
Colorado State earns a much-needed home sweep as they dispatch of the Falcons. Colorado State in a clean sweep improves to 5-2 in the Mountain West, still hoping to make up some ground. And this one was easy. Colorado State earns the sweep, 25-15, 25-12, 25-12.
Colorado State is about to win their 4th match in a row by way of a sweep.
Colorado State picks up another win. They go 16-6, 8-2 in conference play.
Well, that will do it. It is a clean sweep for Colorado State here as they attempt to keep pace with the Fresno State Bulldogs, setting up a match should be for first place this Saturday at Moby Arena.
I think we knew how much was on the line, but we also knew how good of a team we were and that we could perform a lot better than we did on the road and that we could win that game.
A battle for first place in the Mountain West race for a championship. If Colorado State has any hopes of winning the Mountain West, they absolutely must win here today.
We decided that when we were going to come out, we were going to come out strong, we would come out fighting, and really show them what we had.
Roofed in the middle. And with Zach all the way out to Jackson. And down. Colorado State managed to get the better of the Bulldogs in set number 1. Gives it right back to Hogard Jensen. Good dig by Leonard. Cannot find it. Rams take a commanding 2-0 advantage. Boy, the wheels have just completely fallen off for the Bulldogs of Colorado State. Still with match point. Zach on the slide to Hillier. Good dig. Too strong. And the Rams in superior fashion sweep the Fresno State Bulldogs, and we've got a logjam at the top of the Mountain West standings.
I think that was a huge turning point for our team because we came out and we started strong. We stayed strong through the middle and in the end. We really showed them what we had and took that first place in the conference.
Still alive, and Colorado State, led by the big block of Katie Oleksak, win the border war and protects their lead atop the Mountain West.
Blocked straight down in CSU. They take the match overall 3-0.
Right into the Colorado State block. Jackson Hogard Jensen right there. And Colorado State will take the set and take the match.
Colorado State, they improved to 22-6 overall. They are now 14-2 in the Mountain West Conference.
Runnels, hands, and down. And that will do it. The Rams have subsequently captured the automatic bid of the Mountain West to the NCAA tournament. So for the 24th consecutive season, Colorado State will play in the Big Show.
Having one of the longest tournament streaks in the country with the Stanfords and Nebraskas and the Penn States of the world is really cool because we get to be right there with them, competing with them for that type of streak.
I think in order to sustain the excellence, we've really been working on who we want to be as a team and defining our work ethic, defining holding each other accountable.
We lift, we push prowlers, we're practicing. And so I think really that's where the excellence comes in, the mental toughness, the competitiveness, and then we just show that during fall. And the results come with wins and Mountain West titles.
This is what CSU volleyball is, and I think that's very key in how we recruit or how we go forward, is that we want to make it there. Like, we want to keep this streak alive, so we want to have players who are ready for that. And I definitely think our group of girls now is awesome, and they know that that's our mindset. For one, the selection show is one of the most exciting events that we get to do. We get to find out where we're going, we get to find out who we get to play. And so I think that being able to outreach the community and bring them in when we do that is such a cool experience because they all want to be a part of it.
It's really cool to have those people to hold you accountable, but to cheer you on and have that tough love type of support.
Fort Collins is a community that loves the sport of volleyball. We have our own great following, and we will continue to cultivate it and continue to do different events that really help us to make these people feel like they are a part of our program and they are a part of our success. And that's why they show up for things outside of Moby Arena. And we think that's great, and we'll continue to cultivate that as long as I'm here as a coach.
Tennessee, what a surprise. Eve Rackham in her first year as a head coach, taking the Volunteers out to Pullman to face Colorado State.
It feels amazing knowing that we can contribute to this streak and knowing that there's something bigger than us. There were so many people before us who contributed to this as well, and just knowing that you're in those line of people is amazing.
It's so special to be a part of a program that succeeds this much and goes to the tournament every year.
We return every player to next year, you know, and that can be a blessing and it can also be a challenge. We have to go into this off season understanding that there can possibly be some monotony and some repetitive things, but we also need to understand that we need to get just a little bit better in a lot of different areas, and if we are able to make those improvements, it can really make us a great team for next year.
I think this team needs to get past the first and second round, get to the Sweet 16, really make a stride in the tournament. And I think that we're definitely capable of doing it, but I don't think any of us are satisfied with just making it to the tournament and then getting out. And so I think if we put in the work and the effort, we can get past those first couple rounds and really make an appearance in the NCAA tournament.
When you get down in a season or you get down in a game, being able to come back and win, I think that's built in the off season. I think we've all, as a team, we take the off season very seriously, including coaches, and it's hard and it's grueling, but I think that's where those wins and that legacy of Mountain West continues.
I'm excited to go into next year with as many seniors as we're going to have. It's going to be a fun year with a very mature group of players, and I'm excited to see where it takes us.